The way that I'ma do it, they can top that. No way. Critics trying to hate, but I don't talk back. I know that. Plotting on the kid with the bull, tell him all that. I'm the one that I'ma gamble on.
Good morning. Welcome to For Fantasy's Sake, the Quad City's first and only fantasy football show. I am your host, Doug Green. I am joined by the all-D crew until Joe decides to wake up this morning with Danny and the Don. For Frequency's Sake, we are part of the For Frequency's Sake podcast network. For Frequency's Sake is presented by Durham Remodeling, Ryan Allison Tattoo, and For Fantasy's Sake is presented by Clint's Draft House Pizza. Alrighty, guys, we're going to get into... He did not give me the fantasy Tinder graphic.
Yeah, we didn't have a graphic last week either.
Okay, so good. That actually ends up working out in my favor because I was planning on doing some audibles anyway. All right, so we'll go down the list, but be prepared to pivot. All right, we have seen for fantasy Tinder, we have seen and will get good Caleb Williams going forward.
Don, I'll let you go first on this one.
Caleb Williams, good. I'll take a swipe to the left. I don't need no Caleb Williams being good.
I think I'm gonna swipe left. Just because he's gonna have a 3 to 5 week window here in the middle to late end of the season where he's gonna play good defenses in cold weather. So, and how's he gonna respond to that? But I just think that there's enough of a curse around the Bears. No matter how good of an offense they put together, it's gonna be like this.
We're 3 minutes into the show, and Danny's already ruining my day. So. I'm going to swipe right on this just because I've got to have some type of hope at some point. So we're going to hope that he can figure it out. It's as Danny said, it's rough being a Bears fan, but we persevere. All right, next up, Ramondre Stevenson is as an RB1 option.
Fucking swipe all the way to the left. Don't believe a fucking word that comes out when the name Ramondre Stevenson gets brought up. It's not. Listen, they played a terrible, terrible, terrible Dolphins team last week. Obviously, he's going to show out in a game like that when he's getting a bulk load of the work. He's not going to have 80-plus receiving yards every week. I'm staying as far away from him because this is the week that they play Pittsburgh, and I guarantee you he's going to get like 4 fantasy points today.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat there. I think later into the season the more we're gonna see Travion Henderson. We saw it last year. All it takes is one bad game from Stevenson for them to kind of take him out of the rotation for 2 to 3 games. So if he's your RB1, you're in a last resort situation.
Yeah. I've got ESPN Fantasy Weekly up here on the TV, and they have got him number 31 this week as your running back options. So even they are not very high on him. So I'm going to also swipe left with that.
31 is way too high.
All right. The next, we're going to jump down here because I want to do the quarterbacks as kind of a chunk here. So, is week 2 Kyle Pitts is who we should expect?
What was his stat line last week?
I was just about to ask you what it was. So.
Oh, because I'm the Kyle Pitts guy.
No, just because I figured you'd go off the top of your head.
Man, I'm pulling it.
37.
Yeah. Not this week. No, I think this week we see closer to week 1, just because the Panthers' defense is so bad this year. Carolina is the 9th best team for receiving yards, but they're the worst team for receiving yards to tight ends. So this seems like another good spot for Penix to get the ball. Kyle Pitts. I'll swipe left.
I think positive game script this week. And also, when you look at it, his snap percentage did go up a little bit from week 1 to week 2. The only thing is the game script last week was very run dominant against this great Minnesota pass defense. I think this week we'll get a little bit more balance. His target should go up, I think, and we have a potential to see him as a top 10 fantasy tight end this week. So I'll swipe left on, expecting another week like he had last week.
Yeah, I think he's just too up and down for me at this point. I used to be really big on him, and it's just been you just never know what you're going to get week to week, year to year. It's just there's too much volatility for me at this point. So I am saying that I'm going to swipe left on that as well. All right, that brings us to the great quarterback discussion of the week. So we're going to start by talking the Bengals, and we'll kind of work our way out from there. So, two-parters. How do you feel about Jamar Chase without Joe Burrow, and how do you feel about T. Higgins without Joe Burrow?
I love Chase this week. Without Burrow, I think the game plan is going to be typically driven towards him. And, you know, Doug, we talked about it a lot last year. Anytime a backup's in, their two favorite options are checkdowns to the running back or wide receiver 1. So I think we're going to see a lot of attention towards Chase. I think the Vikings defense is going to be a bit of a struggle for Higgins.
Done?
So looking at where they were when he played for them last in the full-time starting role, T. Higgins had 2 weeks where he was top 10 in fantasy wide receiver value. So I like T. Higgins in this spot because I feel like rounding with considerable matchups would love to go to T. Higgins. I mean, you just can't. It's Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is going to be good no matter who he's got. So I think both of them I'm okay with because the way that Browning plays, it's a similar style to Burrow. So, I mean, when we look, so he played, it was Baltimore to the end of the season 2023. Jamar Chase had 2 top 10 finishes. And then, obviously, T. Higgins had 2 top 10 finishes. So, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world here. So, I'm not as low as some other people are because they're just like, oh, it's not Joe Burrow. Browning can't get it done. Browning will be able to get it done. And I think your fantasy lineups are good with both Chase and Higgins in your lineup.
Hi, it's me. I'm other people who doesn't think that Higgins can do this without Burrow. I agree with Danny. I think Chase will be fine. He seems to be fairly quarterback proof. But I worry a bit about T. Higgins. He'll probably have one game where he pops off just because since he'll run into somebody with a great corner that'll shut down Jamar for a week or something, and then they'll force the action over to T. Higgins. But I think that's going to be few and far between. So I have less faith in his ability to do that. Pivoting to Mr. Burrow himself, taking a long-term look at Joe Burrow, this is his 3rd potential season-ending injury in 6 seasons in the NFL. How are you feeling about investing in him long-term in terms of a dynasty perspective, or even as a Cincy fan, you know, how would you be feeling at this point?
I think, you know, obviously with Burrow, it's a big issue because obviously he helped lead them to the Super Bowl. But people have to realize Zach Taylor is just a dumb coach. Zach Taylor is not a great football coach. And we've seen it year after year that this team had, they could have won the Super Bowl the year they beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. They should have won the Super Bowl that year. Bad coaching by him. And then just been bad coaching after bad coaching. And realistically, it's also, I would put a lot on the front office for not getting Burrow a decent line. I think because Burrow keeps getting hit, I feel like the Bengals have taken years off of his career that could have been really, really good. So if I'm him, I'm looking to potentially move. If I'm Cincinnati, if I want to keep him, you need to get that offensive line going. If that offensive line is talented and healthy, Burrow will be the league's best quarterback next year. But until they do that, he's just going to be the consistent, top 5-ish, top 10 for sure quarterback that the Cincinnati Bengals need if they're going to compete. And what just seems like Baltimore and Pittsburgh are decent every single year in the AFC North. So,
yeah, I mean, I think if you're, it's one of those cases where, if you're a fantasy owner, you just got to take the risk, right? Because the upside of those 5 to 6 games he may play, he's not hurt, he's going to be a top 5 quarterback every single week almost. But if if you're starting a draft now and you draft Burrow, I'm also trying to draft another high value quarterback just in case and just have him, sit on my bench if needed. Yeah, I mean, I'm with Don on that. If, I can go out right now in Ohio and find 5 6-foot, 300-pound refrigerators that you could put in front of Joe Burrow that'd probably be just as good as their offensive line right now. I think almost a whole new administration switch is probably the only thing that's going to save them from being kind of consistently where they're at right now.
Yeah, well, we know how Cincy's front offices, especially the ownership, of not wanting to shell out cash if they don't have to. So I don't see that happening anytime soon either. So unfortunately, if you're watching us in Cincy, you have our sympathies. Signed, Chicago Bears fans. All right. Burrow wasn't the only quarterback to get hurt last week as well. There were several other folks. I know Fields got a concussion. Somebody else got a knee injury that's put them out a couple of weeks. I can't remember who that was. I put them in the Google Doc, and then DJ took them out because I knew I wouldn't be able to remember them on a Sunday morning. But there was a bit of quarterback Armageddon last week. What is you guys' kind of move at this point if you're QB1 or QB2 in a super flex type situation? What is your kind of move at this point where you're early enough in the season? Are you hitting the panic button? Are you, what type of moves are you looking to make to try and patch up the holes for, a bunch of quarterbacks all get blown up at the same time?
Well, for starters, I would stop taking these quarterbacks that people talk about in June, July, and August as being the breakout candidates, because it happens every single year. There's at least 3 breakout candidates that these so-called people that know what they're talking about give to you, and then what happens is you go and you get them, and then they either A, underperform, or B, they just get hurt because that's just what they're going to do. Burrow consistently is a guy that gets hurt, so taking him at his ADP that he was drafted at all summer hurts, right? So now for me, I go a little bit smarter. I do durability, and obviously I pick teams that have decently good offensive lines. So in the majority of my leagues, I have a guy like Justin Herbert. I have a guy like Josh Allen. Or I have a guy like Baker Mayfield. Just teams that have decently solid, good offensive lines that will keep their quarterback from getting killed every week. So I think strategy, drafting-wise, we have to change. But if you're going to go on the fly, I mean, there's a couple guys that aren't really in a lot of leagues. They're still probably free agents, depending on how big of leagues you guys get, how many quarterbacks people like to keep. Looking off the rip, I mean, we haven't talked about him yet, but Daniel Jones is a guy that could potentially be high value for the rest of the season. Russell Wilson, if they're just going to get into shootouts every single week, just guys like that on the back end. I think if you can find someone that can fill in your holes, you're going to be fine. But again, all about the waiver wire, all about knowing what you're doing. So it's trust me, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're in that situation this year, I mean, you're just streaming quarterbacks each week, taking a risk on someone. Yeah, I kind of find my like one or two guys I really like, and then as usual, Don stole them, which put me in where I'm at now. But yeah, in reality, when I look at quarterback, I just look for offensive lines. If it's a decent quarterback and they have a good offensive line, I'm taking it. If not, I'm avoiding it.
Yeah, that's probably a fair assessment to go there. And then Don, just for the last piece here, Don, you touched on it real quick. Are we undervaluing Daniel Jones? He's really kind of come out and looks like a whole new man here in Indy. Is that something we think that can continue, or we think he's going to turn back into a pumpkin here at some point?
I don't think so. I just think that the issue is right when you look. I think Indianapolis is another team that has a decently solid offensive line. Obviously, we've seen the rotating quarterback room that's been since Andrew Luck has left. But I just think that what he does fits this team perfectly, and just everything that he was doing on the Giants, people were forgetting about, how he had that QB1 upside, but the offensive line stunk and he didn't have the receivers to throw to. He's got targets to throw to in Indianapolis. So I think this is just him being able to finally, I compare him to what Sam Darnold was doing last year. That's where I think the comparison for Daniel Jones is this year.
I'm kind of in a go to the next one.
I love it.
All right. Well, that'll take us to our first commercial break anyway, so Dana's going to catch a break there. On the back side of that, we'll give you a Toys for Tots update of where things stand after week 2, and then we'll play a little Wheel of Names game so that Doug can fail about knowing tight ends in some random division.
Durham Remodeling has been serving the Quad Cities area since 1973. And with over 50 years of excellence on their track record, you'll see why it's so easy to trust their experts when it comes to all of your home improvement projects. This family-owned business has you covered on all your needs. Protect your home or building from the elements today and get great roof repair services. Need new windows? No problem. Durham Remodeling can upgrade your windows and doors. Whether you want to upgrade the little details in your home or office, or want to tear a room down and start fresh, the expert contractors at Durham Remodeling have your back. Even the smallest changes can completely transform your space. Ready to start entertaining your friends for backyard barbecues? Durham Remodeling will help you plan, design, and build your deck and patio for the perfect outdoor space. Durham Remodeling's work is 100% guaranteed, so you can rest assured that you're getting the best service around. Call 309-786-6715 today for your free estimate for all your roofing, siding, flooring, windows, and painting needs. That's Durham Remodeling, 309-786-6715.
My name's Ryan Allison. I've spent over a decade immersed in the art of tattooing. Sharply honing my skills has materialized into a diverse and prestigious body of work. Each tattoo reflects my relentless pursuit of excellence, and every client I work with is a living embodiment of that unwavering commitment. I will gladly and wholeheartedly embrace your distinct vision.
And we are back. So just a quick check-in at this point for the Toys for Tots leagues. The overall leader currently is Mr. Jordan Rangel, and if you've got 57 teams, odds are good that you're going to come up with the leader at some point. This is his team in the Sycamore division, and he scored a whopping 189.5 last week. So, good job, Jordan. And then we are going to give away a Hungry Hobo gift certificate. Don, can you pick a number between 1 and 204, please?
Jesus fucking Christ. Ooh. 69.
I knew it.
Everybody's favorite number.
See, no.
All right, I'll text that to DJ so that we will know what number it was because I will not remember after the show.
Should we get to some of these questions before we head into next bit?
Yes, let's get in a couple of questions here. Let's start with a Gene. Sutton, London, Pickens, and then I'm not sure. Oh, tentative pick two.
Pick 2 out of those 4. Let's go Drake London because last year against the Panthers he had 3 total touchdowns and I believe it was a combined almost 50 fantasy points. So I would say Drake London, and then I would say out of this between Sutton, Tet, and Pickens, I think this is tough because I'm not a big Tet guy, so I don't want to like say Tet. But I feel like Tet's probably the better out of these other 3. Because I think Pickens is very. Last week we saw the only time Pickens was getting the targets was when they were down, and them playing the Bears, I don't see Pickens being able to handle that secondary like CeeDee Lamb could. Cortland Sutton struggles against the Chargers. I would say London and Tet, but then you're rooting for 2 guys in the same game.
Yeah, I know. We've had the talk of, with someone who hates the people of Tet McMillan's culture. But yeah, I'm going London and Tet here. Tet's kind of become the go-to target, and London just torched this Panthers team in the past.
I will also do London, but if Pickens is playing Chicago, I can guarantee that's at least 2 touchdowns. So I will take Mr. Pickens there. All right. Next up, Miss Lydia wants to know Najee Harris or Tyler Algier.
2 gross names. I think I would trust Tyler Algier more just because we've seen the consistency to get guys like Bijan a break, and obviously building off of last week's success would be a big thing. But I also feel like Najee Harris has just 10 touches for maybe 45 yards and 2 touchdowns today that could kind of help. So I would lean Algier, but I wouldn't be surprised if Najee Harris has multiple touchdowns today.
She just wants everybody to know that everybody is hurt, and it is a legitimate head, shoulders, knees, and toes situation.
That's tough.
Lydia is still the funny one in the relationship.
Okay, go Cowboys.
All right. I did have one. I will throw in my Najee Harris question as well. Where did he go? Najee Harris or Brian Robinson was mine for my start this week.
I was thinking of the Cardinals. Cardinals rush defense is pretty good. Like I said, I think I would take Najee Harris just because I think he's going to vulture a touchdown away from Marion Hampton today.
Yeah, I would say Najee too. We saw, first week Hampton got majority of the carries, but we saw last week they're putting Najee more in the run game. So yeah, I think he vultures one. I think he at least gets like 40. Dropped 200. Like every running back they've played so far has went over their mark. So Don, I appreciate the Mongolian throat singing you're playing in the background.
What?
I think your fans getting picked up on the mic.
Got no fan going on here, which is the worst part.
Oh, it's coming from your end.
Yeah. Somebody's lawn mowing your carpet because it's that's what it sounds like.
Better now?
No, it got worse.
Shut up out there!
That was East Coast if I ever met.
That's what we do, baby.
All right. So DJ has a Wheel of Names game, but I don't recognize any of these names, considering that 2 of them are female, 3 of them are female, 4 of them are female, maybe 5. So I'm not quite sure what he wants me to do with this. So we are going to try and play his round robin, pick a fantasy team, but again, he doesn't give me a division.
Yeah, this is NFC South.
Give me a division.
It says it on the bottom. NFC South.
NFC South? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we're only going to go. We only got 3 people, but that's fine. Randomized order. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. Let's go round robin around here. All right. Don, you got first pick. Fire away.
NFC South?
Yeah.
Yes.
First pick in NFC South. I feel like I need to just take the best quarterback in the division, so I'm going to take Baker Mayfield.
I'll go Bijan.
That's probably where I was going to head. Give me. I wouldn't normally do this, but give me Baker.
Wait, didn't Don just take Baker?
Yeah, just Don can just look at it.
Can you hear me, Danny?
Yeah. So Don took Baker. Baker's off the board, Doug.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I should dog it.
See, I already got him in a pretzel. That's why I take the quarterback first, buddy.
Give me a Olave. There's still some talent in there.
All right. I got first pick, second round. I'm gonna take Michael Penix before I get stuck with Bryce Young or Rattler. Doug?
I will do. I guess Bryce Young and hold my nose.
Okay, I'll gladly take Drake London.
So we have Joe's replacement just showed up.
Oh yes,
Welcome to the show, Stevie Fast Breaks.
way more handsomer than Joe too.
Yes. Well,
Not as nice of a shirt though.
No,
morning.
better shirt. Better shirt.
I'll have a better shirt on Thursday.
Oh God, I can't wait for that shirt on Thursday, brother. I sold my soul just so I can see that nice shirt on Thursday.
Man.
I think Doug, you're up for next pick.
all right. I know who I want. I'm having a brain fart on his name, so give me 2 seconds. Mike Evans.
Don?
I will take Alvin Kamara.
I will go Emeka Egbuka. And I think, Steve, are you going to join in on this, or do you want to wait till the next bit?
I'd say wait till the next bit because I don't want my guy getting stuck with Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, we're 3 rounds deep.
3 rounds deep. You don't need no Spencer
Yeah.
Rattler in your life, buddy. It's okay.
All right. Yep. Yep.
So, Doug, your first pick, 4th round.
Wasn't it just first pick last round?
Yeah, well, because last round, Joe was supposed to be first pick.
Well, fuck Joe.
Okay, so we'll switch it. All right, then Don, your first pick this round.
So I have Baker, I have Kamara, and I have Drake London. So I need a tight end and a flex. I'll take. I mean, I don't think anybody's taking him yet, right? Bucky Everett's on the board.
No one's taking him. No.
That's my flex. Let's go.
Give me Chuba. Doug.
Give me whoever this Irving guy is.
Don just took him.
Damn it.
You need to get your audio fixed, Doug.
Well, Don's lawnmower is very distracting.
There's literally nothing going on here. This is ridiculous.
It could
You
be
took
me.
Chuba.
It could be my fan. Hold on.
No, this happened before you were on. Like,
It's a Kamara. Give me. Who's I going to take? Who's the other guy?
I took Chuba before you say it.
Yeah, no, I saw that you took Chuba.
Are you talking about the other back in Tampa?
Yes, him.
Rashad White.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and then last round pick. I think we all need tight ends. Doug, we'll give you the first pick.
I will take whoever the best tight end is because I have no idea. I don't know tight ends. I'm not DJ.
I mean, Tommy Tremble's probably his guy then, Danny.
Yeah, Tommy Tremble.
Okay, I'll take that. I really don't know.
I'll take Juwan Johnson.
You fucking piece of shit. You piece of shit. Fuck you.
Oh.
I thought I was going to fucking slide that right in. I thought you were just going to take his year. I thought you were going to take over. You're a piece of shit. I'll take Kyle Pitts. Fuck you, Danny.
All right. We do got one more question in here if we want to hit this up before we go to break. Emeka Egbuka or Jordan Mason, PPR?
Jordan Mason, Abuka will be limited in snaps this week.
I think, yeah, I'm taking Mason here too.
Agreed. That was easy. All right. Except the problem is that we don't have the other ad that we've got to play. So we're going to just go ahead and roll right into our next segment of Flex, Marry, and Kill. So we'll start with the running back department of Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, or Omarion Hampton.
All right. I am flexing Omarion Hampton, marrying J.K. Dobbins, and I'm killing Tony Pollard.
I'm gonna flex Hampton. I'm marrying Pollard, and I'm killing Dobbins.
Fuck you, buddy. You talking about my shit like that?
Dave?
I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll K-word Omari Hampton because he plays for the wrong team in my division. I'll marry Tony and flex JK.
Real bias.
I think I'll flip Tony and JK, but otherwise, and then we'll kill Omarion. I think that's the way we'll go with those. All right, next up is your wide receivers of Cortland Sutton, Terry McLaurin, and Devontae Smith. Devonta Smith.
I will flex Devonta Smith because he's gonna have a good week this week. Jesus Christ! I'll kill Cortland Sutton and then I'll marry Terry McLaurin.
I'm gonna flex Terry, kill off Cortland.
Same for me.
I too will do that. So that is a clean sweep, which means that is absolutely wrong. All right. In the tight end position, we've got David Njoku, Harold Fainin, and Hunter Henry.
DJ 100% put this one in here because of me. Yeah. I'll flex Njoku, marry Fainin, and I'll kill Hunter Henry.
Can I ask an honest question? Doug, how many of those tight ends do you know?
First one and the last one. I don't know Fainin.
Okay. So we're gonna marry Harold Fainin. We're gonna flex Hunter Henry. And we're gonna kill David Njoku.
Okay. I was gonna do what Don says.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's kill the Joku. It's Mary Fannin and flex Hunter Henry.
All right, fair enough. Then for our flex spot, we've got Breece Hall, Lad McConkey, and Kenneth Walker.
We'll marry Lad. We'll flex Kenneth Walker, and we'll kill Breece this week just because Kenneth Walker should get at least 25 touches because Zach Charbonnet is not playing.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat.
Yeah, full fade in Chargers. So kill Lad, flex Breece, marry Kenneth Walker.
Don't be mad because they fucking embarrassed you last
Hey, yeah, they absolutely give me a reason to be mad, man.
All right, and I'll do what Don and Danny said of marry Lad, flex Kenneth, and get rid of Breece.
Yeah. Fuck you, Steve.
Hey, man, whatever, man. I'll plant my flag.
Hey, emotion's part of it. All right, and then in the super flex spot, we've got Bryce Young, Brian Thomas Jr., and Alvin Kamara.
So we're going to flex Brian Thomas Jr. We're going to marry Alvin Kamara, and then we're going to kill that little 5'7" dweeb Bryce Young.
Yeah, same boat. We're just gonna send him into space.
Fire him into the sun. I'm right with you guys.
All right, that's a clean sweep for that round. All right, excellent. So that is where we are at the end of this round. We don't have a DFS segment, so we may just...
Fuck you, Steve.
Oh, Steve, is that your specialty?
Death, taxes, early
No,
Holly
it's
scoring.
my team is
Things
playing his
guaranteed
team
in life, baby.
right now.
Move on.
Yes, kickball, everybody's favorite game. Not much of a soccer guy, sorry.
It's all good, man. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Two teams. Hey,
I'm
the
right
only two
here,
teams
buddy.
I can name are Wrexham and Ted Lasso's team.
Yeah, that's fine. Wrexham's
That's
a
all
great
right.
reality TV show.
Yes. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break while I figure out what we're doing next on the other side here. So let's jump to the one commercial that we got.
Durham Remodeling has been serving the Quad Cities area since 1973, and with over 50 years of excellence on their track record, you'll see why it's so easy to trust their experts when it comes to all of your home improvement projects. This family-owned business has you covered on all your needs. Protect your home or building from the elements today and get great roof repair services. Need new windows? No problem. Durham Remodeling can upgrade your windows and doors. Whether you want to upgrade the little details in your home or office, or want to tear a room down and start fresh, the expert contractors at Durham Remodeling have your back. Even the smallest changes can completely transform your space. Ready to start entertaining your friends for backyard barbecues? Durham Remodeling will help you plan, design, and build your deck and patio for the perfect outdoor space. Durham Remodeling's work is 100% guaranteed, so you can rest assured that you're getting the best service around. Call 309-786-6715 today for your free estimate for all your roofing, siding, flooring, windows, and painting needs. That's Durham Remodeling, 309-786-6715.
My name's Ryan Allison. I've spent over a decade immersed in the art of tattooing. Sharply honing my skills has materialized into a diverse and prestigious body of work. Each tattoo reflects my relentless pursuit of excellence, and every client I work with is a living embodiment of that unwavering commitment. I will gladly and wholeheartedly embrace your distinct vision.
Alrighty, and we are back. This segment is supposed to be the DFS segment. Do you guys have any DFS input you would like to provide? Because I do not.
I mean, depending on what we got for things, I can always make it sound interesting. That's what I do best, right, Danny?
Sure. Want to build a lineup live? I'm cool with that.
Yeah. All right.
Using
Daniel-
DraftKings.
Yep.
All right,
Just
cool. I'm pulling it up.
Doing DraftKings, Daniel.
All right.
All right. Let's
Got one up.
here.
All right, so let's start with quarterback. What are you may pull it up on screen or?
Yeah, put it up on screen. Let's give the viewers a nice little visual of what we're picking up and putting down here. All right, so quarterback that I would select today, right? And this is where Danny will have fun. I say, Danny, we just go with Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I like that pick.
And then
The only other one I was thinking was Darnold with like him in a Jigba stack, but I think Prescott's probably the best after last week.
I agree.
We got 2 running back spots here.
All right. Let's go. So we're gonna try and go a little bit out of the box here. Let's go Chuba at 6'2". And then let's go Kenneth Walker at 5'8".
All right, and now we got 3 wide receivers.
All right, let's get. Let's go with.
Danny, you don't want to put your boy Jackson?
No, he's sick. We're good. Let's go with the Dak CD stack. Make it really hurt. And then scroll down. All right, we're gonna do for Steve. We'll take Ted McMillan, and then scroll down a little bit more.
I was about to drop down to Jacoby when you started that sentence.
Let's go a little bit more for me. Let's go Cedric Tillman.
All right, we got a tight end, a flex, and a defense, and about 13K left.
All right, so tight end. Let's go Tyler Warren. Let's go to defense first.
All right.
Let's do. Let's do the Colts.
All right, we got
6K.
6,000. So Brees Hall or worse?
Drake London it is.
All right, how we feeling this lineup, boys? Steve, you feel good?
I'll roll with it, even though Tet's on the lineup.
All right, submitting right now. And Rome loves it, apparently.
So Tuesday, yeah, I feel that Rome loves it too.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some betting stuff here. We got some time for it.
Yep.
Don, Steve, what are some of your top anytime touchdown guys this week?
Oh,
My homie's in town, so I'm rolling with Ashton Genty. Anytime touchdown, minus 105.
I do like that.
DraftKings.
I like that.
Fans.
It's stopping everything for me to take Krosky Merritt this week, so I'm gonna take a deep breath here. What I do like for anytime touchdowns this week, I have where are you? I have Brock Bowers, I have Drake London, and I have Tyler Warren. Those are my big three this week.
I also like Bijan to get over 2 touchdowns.
2+, I don't hate it.
I have my eye kind of set on Jalen Warren to get a touchdown. But enough about me, because apparently I can't talk anymore. Don, do you want to go over your system? You got some good plays for the system today.
Oh, I got this. Some would say too many for the system today, but I'm not one of them. So, system, we were at 5-4 last week, made about 0.4 of a unit. System play hit Thursday night, taking the Dolphins plus 12.5. So, system plays for today. We got the Browns plus the 7.5 here. We got the Jaguars on the money line. We got Vikings minus 2.5. We have Raiders plus 3.5. Got this before it dropped down with obviously the
Jaden
Daniels not playing news, so that helped. I had Jets plus 6.5. I got Pittsburgh money line, Titans plus the 5.5, the Saints plus 7.5. Danny's favorite. Broncos at plus 2.5 and plus money. I think is great. I know Steve really likes it because the Chargers betting against the Chargers. So
it is both of them are divisional games, man. Like I gotta pick the lesser evil, so I guess the Broncos.
That's definitely the lesser of the evils there. I got Arizona plus the 2.5 going up against San Francisco. I think Mac Jones last week, it was a fluke. He won't do that again this week. This one is for Dougie Fresh up top. The Bears money line is the system play today. You got to ride it, trust, and then on Sunday Night Football, Chiefs minus the 5.5. Those are the system plays. Those are how you make money betting on the NFL.
There we go.
I'm with all of them, man. Locked them in earlier this week. Love that Raiders play, and the Chiefs play is I think is going to. I think that probably will get the most action.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but don't be scared of that. I think it's moved up to 6, but I would still back the Chiefs. Once again, I can't believe I said that, but yeah, take the Chiefs. And I think people are they saw Giants last week, and I don't know. People are pushing back. I said back the Chiefs. They're pushing back, saying, "Oh man, I don't know, man. Can't trust Patrick Mahomes, everything else." I'm like, who's the better team? Like, guys, like it's.
I think
roll.
it's also, like every time like the Giants or the Jets play a game on primetime in a spot where they should get beat pretty bad, they weirdly play like a playoff contending team, or the other team just plays god awful. So I think that's the big worry for me.
I think my only issue is like Steve said, people have looked at they've looked at last week's game. They saw how bad the Chiefs looked, and then they think that the Giants' defense is kind of good, but not at the same time. So for me, I think the Chiefs are getting a blessing here because they faced the Chargers defense, who's really good, and the Eagles defense is really good the first 2 weeks. So they're catching a breather here, going to New York and taking on the Giants.
Right.
And also, just so you know, straight up wise, NFL favorites are 4 or more this year, 13-0 straight up so far. So Chiefs are more than that. Chiefs are going to win. And the NFL doesn't need the Chiefs going over 3.
Right. And you got to think of it too, man. Both teams are coming in 0-2. Their Chiefs are backs against the wall. They need a win. And when you're looking at teams like that, and in that situation, that foxhole spot, you're going to back the better team.
Yeah, and their backs also against the wall. Like, they have to come out and have a super strong game. Before we get into some player props here, we do have one more question. Pick 2, full PPR: Wilson, Metcalf, Dobbins, Diggs, Olave.
Yeah. I'll say.
If you want narrative,
that's a great way to start it.
I do feel bad for this poor guy.
Put that Diggs spot in for new baby bump, and
do yourself a favor. Just take a deep breath. Look at these 5 names, and I go, okay, who has the better track record between these 5 so far? Chris Olave, I'm not touching. Stephon Diggs, I don't care if he got Cardi B pregnant or not. Ain't going to mean nothing. J.K. Dobbins, if he doesn't score a touchdown, won't be worth it. It's Garrett Wilson and DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat there.
Baby bump. Get out of here.
And apparently somebody else is suing because he's got another baby on the way. So I mean, it's a double baby bump. I'm backing Stephon.
This just gives credibility to that Vikings video a couple years ago of who would you not let date your daughter, and everyone said Stephon Diggs. This is just the proof of that. Going into player props, I got a couple here. I like. So first one I have is Baker Mayfield over 1.5 passing touchdowns. They've been throwing the ball about 70% of the time in the red zone and still about 60% of the time in general. So I think and the Buccaneers seem to not be able to play games that aren't close. So I could see him at least throwing the ball in the end zone here. And I also took Baker to throw an interception. He doesn't have one yet this year, and he has the second most turnover worthy plays. So I put a little bit of money on him just to throw one. I got Xavier Hutchinson over 13.5 receiving yards. Kind of a hold your nose spot, but he's went over 2 games in a row. I like his matchup against Jacksonville's zone defense. Christian Kirk doesn't really play the best against zone, and I think Jacksonville will know how to play him. So I'll back him to get some more targets. And then my last one here is Cameron Dicker over 1.5 field goals. The Broncos have had 9 field goals against them so far this year.
Dicker the kicker, baby.
Dicker the kicker.
All right. I'll take Cedric Tillman over 39.5 receiving yards against Green Bay. I just think that line's too low. They're going to be focused on Jared Judy. Cedric Tillman is the number 1 option out of this team. I'm going to take T.J. Hawkinson over 38.5 receiving yards and Carson Wentz over 206.5 passing yards. I think the fact that this line's this low, they're playing the Bengals. I get their Wentz is the backup quarterback, but I think that there's potential that he fits this system a lot better than J.J. McCarthy, which makes me think that T.J. Hawkinson's going to have a big game today. I also obviously, like everybody else in the world, because I think 99% are on Kyle Pitts' receiving yards over. It's 40.5 right now, so I'm on that. I'll do a stack in the Vegas game for my guy Steve. Ashton Genty over 61.5 rushing yards, and Brock Bowers over 58.5 receiving yards. And then the last one, Tyler Warren over 46.5 receiving yards. And then, one more. And this is a big spike play because I need this guy to play good for fantasy purposes. Brian Thomas Jr. over 62.5 yards.
For myself, I already had the Ashton Genty rushing yards, and I'm looking at Hunter Renfrow under 6.5 longest reception. Minus 120.
Danny, I think we have to do one thing though this week. It's another anytime touchdown, but I think that this just needs to be the weekly thing because you did it with a guy like this last year, and I just think that there's going to be a lot of potential profit, and just keep betting on this. But Elick A.O. Minor, anytime touchdown, plus 350.
Oh, the new Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Correct.
I like it. I'm with it.
Even if you sprint the first touchdown, plus 1900.
So it looks like, I think that's it for us. Unless, Doug, you got any gambling stuff to put in?
I do not.
All right. It looks like we have some listener questions here that it looks like DJ wrote in spite because he has time to watch this instead of be on it. Does Doug make it past halftime of the Bears game?
Oh, that one was actually me.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because the Bears are going to make it competitive, so you're going to be invested.
And then you're going to get your heart broken in the fourth.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, they're going to win today.
All right. Tyler Warren or Tucker Kraft?
I mean, Tyler Warren. Tucker Kraft's banged up. Tyler Warren is basically Brock Bowers from last year.
Steve?
I have nothing on that one.
Start one at running back, one at flex, and sit the rest. Who are you picking? Jalen Warren, Garrett Wilson, Jacoby Krosky-Merritt, Amarion Hampton, Quentin Johnson.
I am flexing Garrett Wilson, and I'm probably starting Jalen Warren.
I think, I'm going Warren and Wilson.
Those are the picks.
Yeah, Steve. Yes. Come around here.
We got two questions here. One from Evan. Start 3, bench 1. Chuba, Swift, Pearsall, Krosky-Merritt.
Do yourself a favor. Get. Everybody's high and mighty on Bill this week. I just don't see it. I'm taking Chuba, Swift, and Ricky Pearsall.
I think, I'm in the same boat. I think we're going to see a lot of rotation in that in the Washington running game.
I like a lot of Chris Rodriguez today. Steve knows who Chris Rodriguez is.
It's not. I mean, if you can get your hands on that, go with get Rodriguez. I think he's gonna get you the touchdowns. He's definitely gonna get you touchdowns.
Yeah.
But Chuba, Swift, shoot him up, Ricky.
Shoot him up, Ricky, baby. Bow, bow, bow.
Juwan Johnson or Travis Kelce, 0.5 points for tight end first downs.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I would say. I think I would say
bounce back spot, Kelce. He hurt.
Primetime Travis Kelce, different animal. I like Travis Kelce.
I would say also Kelce because Kelsey's who they're going to get it to on short, 3rd and 2, get the first down. Juwan Johnson's just kind of the either 2-yard out route or it's 40 yards down the field. You're going to get more receptions out of Kelce, so you're more likely to get the first downs. I think that's it. One more. One starts at wide receiver and one starts at flex. Marvin Harrison, Quentin Johnson, DeAndre Swift, Travis Hunter, Wandale Robinson.
One starts at receiver, one starts at flex. I would say Marvin Harrison, and I think I would flex Wandale just because there's going to be double-digit targets, upsides there, and if you can get a guy like Wandale Robinson consistently in your lineup to give you at least 10 to 15 points as your flex, I think you're going to be successful in a bunch of your leagues.
Yeah, those guys thinking the same.
Fuck Quentin Johnson. Fall off his comment.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. Not even a question, but did you guys see on Twitter the guy who lost 50 points in fantasy on Thursday because Tyreek Hill did a backflip?
Yep.
No, I didn't know about the.
Yeah, so some guy said they have a joke rule in their league where if a player does a backflip during a game, the person who owns that player will lose. I think it's however many views Beautiful Things by Benson Boone has divided by like 50 million or something, or 50,000. And so the guy was up like 10 points going after the Thursday night game, but because Tyreek Hill did the backflip when he scored the touchdown, he lost 48 points.
It's a bit ridiculous, unless there's another ridiculous points you can get for other stuff on the other side of that. But
Probably.
That's one of those leagues. Like my buddy has one that they have like punishments like that, but they have like a rule where if a kicker kicks a game-winning field goal, if the last points of the game are from a field goal, the kicker gets the entire length of the field goal as points. So if he kicks a 50-yarder, you get 50 points.
I like that.
All right, and we don't have any more questions. Don, who is your QB1 this week?
Ooh. QB1 this week. I'm going to go with a surprise here. I'm going to say Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh, I like that. I will go. I'll go Baker.
I'm gonna lock in the dark side, man. Let's go, Patrick Mahomes.
Feeling Jalen Hurts today.
Speaking of quarterbacks, we have a QB question here. Stafford, Mariota, Stroud, or Penix? Pick one this week.
Horrible. I would say CJ Stroud.
I'm going to go Penix this week, I think, out of that four.
Definitely not Mariota.
Definitely not Stafford.
Definitely not Stafford. So yeah, you're Stroud or Penix. People been ragging on CJ all week, man. Go with CJ. CJ has a big game. Let's ride.
Go for it.
All right. RB1 this week.
I'm going to take Ashton Jensen.
That's a fantastic pick.
I was giving you time to make a comment, Steve.
You know, fantastic.
I don't.
pick.
I don't want to say anything, but that was my pick, so I'm gonna regroup.
I'm gonna go Bijan.
Okay, I'll go Kenneth Walker.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Ashton Jensen. I mean, Bijan works too, man. Hook him.
Anybody from Texas? You want Jit on Blue too?
Gino was almost my number one quarterback.
I'm shocked.
Wide receiver one this week.
Oh, easy. Fucking Drake London.
I'm gonna go JSN.
Even with the sickness?
Yeah.
You know what? It's gonna shock the world, man. It's gonna be Justin Jefferson. Everyone's writing that. Everybody's writing that game off, bro. It's good, like trash game of the week. I'm hopping into the garbage this week. Justin Jefferson goes off.
You give Kevin O'Connell a redheaded quarterback after JJ McCarthy gets hurt. What could go wrong, right? Like Carson Wentz is about to secure a bag after this.
You're going against redheads, you fucking piece of shit. Fucking dude.
Doug, who do you got wide receiver one?
I have got. We all know it's going to be CD Lamb, right? Because he's just going to run roughshod over the Bears. Unless
The Bears are missing people in their secondary, right? This week.
Yeah.
This week, next week, the week after that. It's supposed to be a revolving door in the secondary in Chicago.
Joe's going to be out there 1 week.
If Joe's out there, I'll take any offensive lineman touchdown.
All right, tight end 1.
I'm going Trey McBride this week.
Yeah, I like that. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Jonnu Smith.
That's why. Why would you do that to yourself?
Listen, it's the tradition on the show. I have to go with Jonnu or Nick Westbrook-Akine, and I'm obviously not going Westbrook-Akine.
That's fucking gross. Steve?
Want a tight end?
Yeah, tight end.
Brock
I know
Bowers.
you used to tight ends. Brock Bowers.
Since DJ isn't on the show, somebody has to mention Travis Kelce. 0-2.
No one has to mention Travis Kelce.
I know. Believe me, I'm throwing it from my mouth just saying. But I think 0-2 against the
If he
Giants.
didn't, we wouldn't have a show next week because
fine.
DJ would just say no show. We're not doing it.
That's fine. What we're changing Doug's answer from Travis Kelce to Colston Loveland.
Okay.
Colston Loveland,
Also
baby.
good.
Let's go.
All right, and lastly, game you are watching this week that does not involve your team.
No, it's fucking easy. It's Bengals Vikings. I want to see Jamar Gritty in Justin Jefferson's house.
That's why I locked in Justin Jefferson, bro. It's gonna be a show. We're doing it for Cal, man. Watching the Vikings.
And all those bets.
R.I.P. Cal. He's not dead. We just have.
Never RIP Cal. Come back, Cal. We miss you.
I'm gonna go. Fuck, what do I want to watch? I'll say the Colts game. I want to see if Indiana Jones could do it a third week in a row.
I'll take the Monday night game. That looks like an old-fashioned slobber knocker. Biting kneecaps and all that.
Can't wait for that game to end up 6-3.
I mean, I'm 45 minutes away from the Iowa campus, so know a lot about punting and field goals.
That's all makes sense.
Yeah. All right. That'll be it for everything. Doug, you want to take us out?
Sure thing. All right. So thank you for everybody who tuned in this week. We will be back next week. Just so that you guys know, too, we did a little math this week, which with DJ is always sketchy. But we have determined that we will be doing our 100th show this year. Probably the week before. We think it's going to be the week before Thanksgiving if the math is right. So we are going to try and take that back a little bit old school. That week, DJ and I are going to head to Kavanaugh's, which was our first place where we initially launched this show and this network. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe we'll have some fun stuff. We'll do a little birthday party the way that the Card Subject to Change boys do every year. So maybe we'll pop out over there so you can come out and see us. But that's what we've got coming attractions. Other than that, we will be back next week. We want to thank everybody who tuned in. We want to thank our sponsors, Durham Remodeling, Ryan Allison Tattoo, and Clint's Draft House, along with Al's Burgers, which I visited yesterday because, I can't go a week without those things because they're amazing. So that will take us to the end of this week. Thank you for everybody for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.